The sisters came from Germany. They were teaching sisters, and so they came to teach German immigrants. So education was important to the sisters from the day they set foot in Racine to today. And I think education has always been a part of who we are, and we know it's an important part of who we are into the future.
I think over the 150 plus years, we've had the situation where St. Catherine's has evolved, and today we are evolving with the new turn of what the 21st century has offered us. We were the first school to have iPads in the state of Wisconsin, the second grade school ever in the country. We're at the tip, if you will, of what is cutting edge.
Unquestionably, in the science department, we have space issues. We currently have 5 science teachers and we have 3 science labs. So space is difficult in terms of sharing it.
And in the lab space for like my physical science classes, it's really crammed in there. I have classes of 30 kids and there's 5 kids at each table and we don't have a spot to put other materials.
I think the science classrooms are a little small and the labs are a little outdated.
Science lecture rooms have the tables bolted to the floor because there's no other way to fit 25, 28 students into those rooms.
So the new S.C. Johnson STEM Lab is giving us a space where we can really use creatively as in a canvas that our students and teachers can paint off of. Additionally, off of our new physics lab, we have the Perez Makerspace, which is going to be a really great place for our students who are engaged with our Rube Goldberg projects and our robotics program, where they can engage with and collaborate with technology in that location.
Phase 4 of Our Time Is Now will build up over the center of the building with new construction up over the current library. What Phase 4 will bring for our students will be new locker rooms, a new activity room.
Yeah, the physical conditions they're pretty used. The locker rooms, the gyms, the small gym upstairs is in pretty rough shape. Some of the equipment, the lockers are starting to break down, and it kind of limits what we can do because of that.
The boys' locker room, I'd say it's okay, but it's too narrow. Sometimes, like if coach is trying to write something on the board, we have to stand on the benches.
Phase 5 involves a brand new front entrance as well as a new chapel.
Our chapel's rather small, and while it can accommodate a mass, for instance, for a team, or let's say a religion class, it really can't accommodate much more than that.
So if we had a different chapel space to reinforce what we do in theology, I think it might give kids a clearer picture of what needs to happen in that space. The auditorium serving as the place where Mass has been held. I think students become more aware that that space is a little more sacred.
I think a new chapel will definitely help the overall spiritual culture at St. Cat's because it would definitely give students a space to go and pray or like just reflect on their day.
My faith is the most important thing to me. It's the center of everything else. I was taught at a young age that if you put God first in your life, everything else will flow. A new chapel would be great because we do have Mass every now and then in the auditorium, but I think a chapel it'd be the heart of the school.
Adding a new safe and secure front entryway, new administrative offices, a new elevator that will bring guests, staff, students up to the 3rd floor. It would enable people to have handicap accessibility up to the top of the bleachers into the gyms. Once we are able to expand other parts of the building, it will allow us to bring the art department up out of what is now the basement area, the lower level of the school. So along the whole journey of these phases, it allows us to utilize other parts of the building in new ways.
I think the biggest fear is that we will not be able to serve the students and families to the degree that we can if we do have these kinds of resources to provide the improved facilities.
Finding a way to connect through religion, but yet keeping up with the demand of technology and education. I think it's just really important to make that a connection for them for the future.
We need to provide the tools to our students so that they can flourish in a world that is constantly changing.
During my time at St. Cat's, I've learned that I'm put here from God for a purpose and that He's here to help me find that purpose.
The things that I love about St. Catherine's have more to do with what St. Catherine's means to the community, the traditions, the sisters, the high athletics, those kind of traditions, the strength of the alumni. Those are the things that St. Catherine's means to me.
It's crazy how much this school has impacted me and allowed me to express myself in ways like in my faith, in the classroom, out of the classroom, and connect to the larger Racine community, and I think that's amazing. So thank you.
Well, I think it's really important that we say we are striving to continue the legacy of greatness that the Racine Dominican Sisters provided. And we're honored to bring their legacy forward into the next generation of students.